Oh gosh, look at this mess. We're having to take the dash apart to re-dye it, but this is getting to be more than we bargained for. Stay tuned. It may not go back together so easy, I don't know. So, if you want to take it apart, I guess we can try it. Okay. Watch out for the back part. Yeah. Pick up the back parts there. Okay. Alright, what you got? I'm just gonna get these bolts started loosely at first, then get them all started all around before I tighten them down. All right. Dum dum dum. All right. Woo. Well, whatever you think. Nice. Alright, try it out. See what you think.
I mean, it's a little very forward.
That's why it reclines, right? Woo! How much recline can you get out of it?
The head tilts.
Ooh, gangster, yeah. That'll work.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we need to see about getting those Jeep seats ready to bolt in. So we need to fabricate some mounting brackets. These are the Corbeau. They sell for about $600 a pair on the websites out there. But I've already kind of mocked up this bracket here. Hang on. So I've already tested these in the Jeep, and it looks like this front bolt hole, that's the front outside bolt hole, is going to line up pretty well with the factory seat bracket. I'll probably have to throw a washer or two underneath here so that I can use the slide mechanism forward backwards. But this hole and this top one line up pretty well. So I'm just going to bolt these two in, which means I want to figure out a way to make a bracket to support this inside part here. Again, I need to pull it off of the seat a little bit so I can use the mechanism, the lever, to slide the seat forward and backwards. So I'm thinking maybe a piece of 1/4 inch plate steel running across from one side to the other side. Might give me the clearance I need. I don't know if this will hit the mechanism or not. So let's just give it a try. I'll make it one piece and we'll see how it goes. If I gotta cut it down later, we'll cut it down. Alright, so here's my 1/4 inch steel. I'm gonna have to relieve it for these bolts over here too. So I can drill a little hole there and here. And I think I'm gonna put one right here. Alright, well there's my first bracket, my front bracket, but these bolt holes on top don't match the bottom, so I gotta go a whole new bracket and remeasure everything for the upper or the back. So let's cut another piece of steel. We'll keep going. Alright, I got those holes located. When I slap my bracket into place, this little kick up off the slider hits my steel, so I'm not going to be able to put a bolt through there and clamp it securely. So I either need to channel this, which I don't think there's enough channeling available. What I think I'm going to do is just cut it right here and then flip it on this hole and then re-weld it on this edge here and see if that will give me enough clearance there. It's going to be close. Let's give it a try and see how it works out. Alright, well, I've got this bracket cut and welded, but I think I'm going to make another change here. And that's how it looks right now, with my 2 locating holes and then my 1 bolt hole that goes through the slider. This would be my second hole on the adapter, and then I'd have to weld a small piece up here to bolt the frame into if I want to use the existing stud that's on the frame. I'm going to use the same stud down here. You can see where it's been marked. Go ahead and highlight that. That's where that hole's going to be. Guaranteed. Okay, so this bottom bracket is fine, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, bevel this edge a bit more, and then maybe flip this around. I'm going to cut it, just get rid of the center section, flip it around, and try to use this mounting stud along with one of these bolt holes. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. But I guess first step is just to cut this off and drill this hole. Alright, so here's my latest design for this back bracket. Then drop this over the locating thing. Got good access to this bolt hole now. And we just mark the tape. There we go. if you guys can see this, but I got a little round mark there. Here we go. Where to drill. Alright, so sorry I had to weld these things together. I just couldn't seem to make it work with one big piece. Okay, well, I ran into another problem. When I was trying to bolt this stud through my bracket here, I didn't have enough thread length. The stud is tapered just a little bit on the end. So I had to pop that stud out, and I put in a regular flanged bolt in there. I'm still using the nut on the back side. I'm using for two purposes. One, of course, to retain the stud because it's not knurled like the factory one was. And two, it's going to allow me to space this bracket off of this metal frame a little bit because we've got this little bend all around here, and this will allow this bracket to sit more flush with this bend. So actually a win-win situation there. So let's put this thing back in, and we're about ready to try it in the Jeep. Almost ready. So forward, back, clears the roll bar by about a finger. Well, it feels pretty good in here. I have to pull the plastic off to see how it's kind of oriented in here. Right now it feels like it's kind of pointing off to the side a little bit, but maybe that's normal. I never really paid attention to the stock seats. Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of facing a little bit off center, but like I said, maybe that's normal. But hey, it's in there. Sweet. All right, the big unveiling. Is it stuck? Wah, wah. It's just kind of stuck on a plastic down here or something.
Yeah.
I'll rip it for now, I guess. There you go.
Still stuck. Okay.
All right, there you go. All right, it's a good looking seat. You try it out?
Yeah.
Jump in there. Make sure it's going to fit you. Sure it's going to fit your scrawny body.
This actually, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
That's for the recline. And then you have your seat adjuster up front that goes forward, backwards. You pull up, then it'll slide around.
Oh, I hate that.
You got an extra pedal down there, huh?
Yeah.
What's that extra pedal for?
You might want to get a more interesting shot.
Are you kidding? My fans love this shot. That's why they're tuning in for the how-to videos.
How to tape it.
How to put tape on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Filming. All right. Well, Sophia got the dash painted. SEM satin black, right? Mm-hmm. Looking good. And the instrument cluster cleaned up really nice too. Looks brand new. All right, so everything's black now. Big unveil here. Dun 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 dun. Ooh.
Oh, that's so sexy.
Sexy, and I know it.